Firstly, I want to thank Jameel Hamdani Saab, Chairman of Pakistan-France Business Alliance, for organizing this event for the members and some guests. I think you have chosen the right subject at this moment of time, Jameel Saab, because people are really concerned about it. There are a lot of questions which people are asking. I have got a dozen of questions for asking Shabbar Zaidi Saab, but I thought it would be better if people ask these questions themselves. I would like to say a few words. Shabbar Zaidi Saab was born in Karachi. He is a graduate with distinction from Hele College of Commerce, University of Punjab, Lahore, and a chartered accountant by profession. A partner since 1995 in A.F. Ferguson, chartered accountants, a century-old firm. Presently, he is senior partner of the firm and the chairman of the company. There is a long list, and I'm going to highlight few where he is. He is the fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. He is a member, Revenue Advisory Council, Federal Board of Revenue, Islamabad, Policy Advisory Board, Tax Reforms Coordination Group. He is a member, Federal Government Task Force for Reform of Tax Administration. He is author of the report. He is a member of Economic Advisory Council, member of Economic Advisory Council. Oh, there are two members, two councils. And then he is a chairman, Securities and Exchange Commission Committee formed for Corporate Industrial Rehabilitation Reform. Mr. Zaidi has been selected by the Federal Ministry of Production and Industry to assist the government of Pakistan in designing the industrial policy for the federal government. This exercise includes identification of the reason for slow growth of investment, sectoral identification, and other related aspects. This assignment is being taken in liaison with the World Bank. Mr. Zaidi was also selected by the government of Pakistan to present a keynote address at the Pakistan Investment Conference in 2001 at Singapore. Mr. Zaidi presented detailed overview of the investment opportunities in Pakistan. Mr. Zaidi was again selected as one of the presenter at the Pakistan Investment Conference at Rome, Italy in 2004. And gentlemen, when I was on way to this place, to this hotel, I got this news that Dr. Miftah Ismail has formed another committee, which is a 6-member Economic Reforms Committee for making recommendations for the improvement of economy. So he has given another task. So like it appears, every day he is given some assignment for the betterment of the economy and the finance in this country. Tax amnesty for attracting non-declared revenues or wealth stashed in foreign countries or offshore locations is not new. Many countries with varying degrees of success have tried it. The two latest examples are that of Indonesia and India in 2016. While assessing the financial reform package, let us not forget that the latest reform measures are the third one during the tenure of PMLN government. First, some months after assuming power, Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif announced a no questions asked scheme on a minimum of rupees 10 million investments. But this scheme was quietly shelved after it did not meet with any noteworthy success. Then a voluntary tax compliance scheme was put into place in February 2016. At that time, hype was expressed to net 1 million traders. However, only 9,720 traders availed the scheme and contributed a meager amount of rupees 850 million. This scheme was soon discontinued. Now, gentlemen, we have this recently announced tax amnesty scheme, and we are hoping some results out of it, or at least the government is hoping some results out of it. And to understand its intricacies, we have invited Mr. Shabbar Zaidi today for this purpose. So before I invite him, I would like to invite first our chairman, Mr. Jamil Hamdani. He is going to speak on what are the activities which PFBA is doing, and he is a banker, so he can always talk about finance. So this is his area. Thank you very much, gentlemen.